The greatest racing heroes and heroines of the sport of kings. Racing heroes, Forego. Forego was an American racehorse who won 8 Eclipse Awards including Horse of the Year, Champion Handicap Horse and Champion Sprinter. In 1973, Forego was 4th behind Secretariat in a Kentucky Derby that was run in record time, 1:59 2/5. Forego had wins in his final 2 races of 1973, the Roma and Discovery handicaps. He won the Carter Handicap and Brooklyn Handicap, while placing in the Metropolitan Handicap and Suburban Handicap. The later 3 comprise the Handicap Triple Crown of races. Only 4 horses have won the Handicap Triple Crown: Whisk Broom 2, 1913, Tom Full, 1953, Kelso, 1961, and Fit to Fight, 1984. Forego won 2 parts in 1975 and 1976 as well as 1 part in other years. When horses continue to race rather than being put out to stud, they reach the aged group and run distance races. The track handicapper has a desire to make a competitive race, so they load the competitors down with weight, based on their accomplishments, so that they should theoretically finish in a massive dead heat. It's a common handicapping truism that in thoroughbred racing at 1 mile, 1 pound should equal 1 length. The further you go, the greater the impact, and many of Forego's greatest performances were at 1.5 miles or more, carrying 10 or 15 more pounds. Forego won in the Woodward Stakes, Vosborough Handicap and Jockey Club Gold Cup. In the Vosborough, he carried 131 pounds to victory, the first of 13 races in which he carried 130 pounds or more. At the age of 5, he placed in all but 1 start, winning the Seminole and Widener handicaps in Florida, then taking the Carter Handicap carrying 134 pounds. He set a track record in the Brooklyn Handicap with 132 pounds and won the 1.5 mile Suburban Handicap carrying 134 pounds. A 2-out-3 Triple Crown performance. As a 6-year-old, Forego won the 1976 Marlborough Cup carrying 137 pounds at Belmont Park. After contending for the lead, he faded to 8th of 11 horses on the backstretch, with Honest Pleasure holding the lead most of the way. Entering the stretch, Forego appeared to be too far behind, but he made up ground in the closing strides like a freight train and just edged out Honest Pleasure at the wire. He also won the Brooklyn Handicap, Metropolitan Handicap and Woodward Stakes that year. As a 7-year-old, Forego won the Metropolitan Handicap again and his 4th consecutive Woodward Stakes. He raced twice as an 8-year-old before chronic fetlock problems finished his racing career. In 57 starts, Forego had 34 wins, 9 seconds and 7 thirds. He registered 24 stakes victories including 14 Grade 1 wins. His lifetime earnings amounted to $1,938,957. The 1976 Marlborough Cup was iconic for me. I can picture Forego in an amazing stretch run from way out in the middle of the track to nip Honest Pleasure at the wire with 137 pounds, including Shoemaker, in the slop. He was only 1/5 of a second off the track record. For me, having watched many of Forego's races live at the time, I think he had the same heart as that found in Ruffian, Red Rum and Phar Lap.